We all know that weeb.
Hello!
Otaku.
How are you? Fine, thank you.
We've all seen them online, or maybe you're unfortunate enough to call one of them your friend.
Oh my god!
Well, the likelihood of you knowing, interacting, or befriending a Japanese obsessed basement dweller is pretty high considering just how popular anime has got in the Western society. And famous people, well, they're no exception. Elon Musk, Kanye West, Keanu Reeves. Hell, Samuel Jackson was the executive producer for Afro Samurai and was a voice actor in it as well.
Does Samuel L. Jackson like anime?
Yes, I do. Hentai too.
But enough about celebrities.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Motherfucking...
This is about another type of famous people called YouTubers. Every YouTuber ever either watches anime,
Let me go.
reads manga, likes BTS, one of those things, except for Shroud.
You have a real life lightsaber, but you won't watch anime because it's cringe? Bro, I can't watch stuff that's not real.
Huh?
It's not real. There's no emotion.
No emotion.
Oh, hell no! That's hell no! Whoa!
Some YouTubers enjoy the media so much they want to create their own stories, their own worlds, character archetypes, and settings, so they either hire people to make it for them, or if they're an artist, they draw it themselves. On the chopping block, we got Meat Cannon, CoryxKenshin, and DH Animations. Meat Cannon creating Macabre's Massacre. You might be thinking, very nice book, very sexy, but this shit was $50. I mean, I just recently purchased a full color art book coming straight from Japan and it was $50. These are $50 and you can find them very easily for $25 a piece. So really, this is $50. The price tag is kind of crazy, but we'll go more in depth with that later. CoryxKenshin creating Monsters We Make, and Mr. DH Animations creating a series I'm sure you've probably heard of if you've been in the manga community for a little while, Dog Ningen, also known as...
This is my manga. It's called Dog Nigga.
First up, Dog Ningen. Wow. I heard a little bit about what this series was, but boy was it something to actually read it. Really quick read with this one, not a ton of dialogue. You get these nice blacked out pages and some dope cover art for it being the cheapest one here, and you're supporting a smaller artist. It's pretty dope. These spines look really nice on the shelf, might have to get the rest of the series just for that. But anyways, on to the story itself. This story starts out absolutely wild. He definitely had fun making this. The premise is that this man forced himself on a stray dog, and she gave birth to our MC, Dog Ningen, dying in the process. No, I did not make that shit up. That's actually what it's about. And it gets worse. To get revenge on his father for what he's done, his plan is to... No, seriously, that's the premise. His father finds out about his existence and starts sending assassins to take him down. I assume the later volumes fill in a lot of the blanks. This volume mainly just introduces the story and delivers some cool fight scenes. One thing I think he does a great job with is with such supersonic fast characters, he shows the motions of the attacks really well, making it easier for the readers to follow the fight scenes. The art style reminds me a lot of an anime I watched a while ago called Fog Hill of the Five Elements, with the motion and fight scenes feeling pretty similar. Overall, a solid first volume. It's hard to judge a series just off of one volume, especially when the first volume focuses mainly on fight scenes and introductions, but it had some good fight scenes, some good comedy mixed in, obviously a ridiculous story, but hey, it's a fun, quick read. Enjoyable first volume. Next up, we got Papa Meat. Holy shit, am I impressed with this book. I generally didn't think I'd like it for a couple of reasons I'll go into in a minute, but damn, was it awesome. Yes, it was $50, and realistically, I think it should be cut down to $30. I know in his release video, he says that the price is going to come down on it in the future, but for various reasons, it's pretty pricey right now. But with that price, he was not joking when he said it was quality. Sleek dust cover with a great cover art by Dan Peacock on Instagram. He does some really cool stuff over there. Then you take the dust cover off and you get some awesome illustrations here as well. The paper quality is great. I don't believe it's laminated, but it's it's the closest thing I felt to laminated paper without it being so. There's some nice red chrome foil on the title on the spine. Overall, just a really high quality book inside and out. Definitely one of the best quality books in my collection. And the quality doesn't stop there. The stories on the inside were fantastic as well. Definitely some Junji Ito inspired artwork and storytelling with the signature meat cannon style to it. I'm not really a big fan of Junji Ito, that's why I was afraid I wasn't going to like it, but with the comedy introduced with the meat cannon style, it was definitely enjoyable. With the mixture of styles, it reminds me more of Frankenfran with that comedy element. All the stories in this book were from the Melvin Macabre series they've been producing on YouTube. What was nice about me reading this is that at the time, I'd only ever watched one of the episodes that was in this book, so all the rest were fresh and new. But even so, the one I had already watched was really cool to see in manga form, and I've been watching the episodes while making this video, and both are unique in their own ways. It's cool to see the story in each of the formats. One has more detailed, grotesque artwork, while the other has more voice acting, music, animation.
Why, that kid's dad would do blow and suck cock in the bathroom for hours. Just for the thrill of cheating on his wife. And what the fuck do you know?
Just fun to see them in both types of media. There's tons of really awesome illustrations in here. Just a super well put together professional book here. I was super impressed with it. If you're a meat cannon fan or enjoyer of horror stuff, I'd look into picking it up. Last but certainly not least, CoryxKenshin. This was a really interesting read, and it was quite a bit different from the other two. But first, let's start off with the volume itself. This one is definitely got that Shonen Jump quality and look to it, but with more pages. This book having 264 pages and a typical Shonen Jump having around 190. A clean, nice cover art, which is indicative of what's to come in the series. Spine art is the same as the cover, but I've never really seen it done like this before. The art on the spine takes up nearly the whole spine, which I find to be pretty awesome and unique. I also fuck with the name a lot, Monsters We Make. I think that's pretty dope. Onto the manga itself though. If I had to compare this series with any, it would be a mix of My Hero and Tokyo Ghoul. They have some crazy, gory, grotesque panels, then they have a lighthearted side to it as well, which creates great contrast. Speaking of the lighthearted side, the character dynamic was done really well in this, with the main characters bouncing off each other very nicely. I enjoyed lots of the interaction with these characters. I believe they were built up super well to where the whole main cast is very likable, which some writers just cannot get right. And it creates a mood to where if any of them die in the future, it really will hit the readers hard and be impactful. This volume was paced super well. You don't really expect that in an amateur series, but this one did the pacing pretty nicely. You can tell they were trying to build a cohesive and well-written story and not wanting to rush the process. They tell you a lot with this first volume, but they don't tell you everything, leaving a lot of mysteries to be unveiled in future volumes. So far, we know about the school, which is kind of the acting government massive entity that blackmails you. We know about the Quirk-S powers of the hounds that fight the leakers. We know how the leakers transform in a way, but there's just so much more to build on and flesh out in the story. Makes me excited to read the next volume. Lastly, I just want to talk about the artwork. It's got that American style, but also Japanese style mixed in. There's some awesome artwork in here. The fight scenes are epic. The designs are dope. Some awesome movement and fight choreography. Even the panel layout, I think, was done excellently. Just all around great work on the art and the story. I'm excited to read more. And that's it for YouTubers mangas. I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't go into strenuous detail about each series, but if you guys want a more in-depth review on each one, then I can make that happen. But overall, I was impressed with all 3 series. Thank you if you made it to the end. I seriously appreciate you, but I'd appreciate you even more if you hit that subscribe button. Thanks guys. Peace.